Welcome back. Now let's continue the discussion on the security situation in the country. I'm now being joined all the way from Abuja by Brigadier General John Agim, who is the Acting Director, Defense Information at the Defense Headquarters in Abuja. Thank you very much, Brigadier General, for joining us on the program. First, let me start by asking you to expatiate more on these military operation. I'm talking about the Operation Cat Race that was launched recently.
Yes, the Operation Cat Race that is actually going to start from the 15th of February to 31st of March is intended to check security situation in 7 states, the states of Benue, Taraba, Kogi, Nasarawa, Kaduna, and Niger states.
I mean, these states you mentioned, of course, have been plagued by especially the headers farmers crisis in recent times. So is this operation basically designed to try and end that crisis?
Yes, that is the intention of the operation.
Something else I have to ask you. The operation this time, do you think the time frame that you've given now, I mean, because it's not as if this operation is going to last for the whole year or so. Do you think that time frame would be enough for the military to be able to address this problem?
Well, when the military conceptualize an operation, normally they have a timeline. If there is any need to extend it, I think they will do that. But for now, the planning is that the operation starts on the 15th of February and end on the 31st of March.
Now, you have the Nigerian military deployed across this country on several operations, including, of course, the counterinsurgency war going on in the northeast of the country. I want to ask you, don't you think, and some security experts have said this too, but I just want your opinion on this. Don't you think the Nigerian military is overstretched? Because you have the military just basically everywhere.
Well, the task is enormous, but the military is capable of taking care of this challenge. And that is why we still continue to introduce new operations to check insecurity. But the point is well made, and that is why at this point, the Chief of Defense Staff, General Abayomi Gabriel Lonishaki, is saying it is high time the citizen appreciate the armed forces of Nigeria for their contribution to safety and security of the country. We don't receive that appreciation. People don't seem to understand, appreciate that we are doing this much.
Well, but could you just expatiate more on the kind of appreciation you would want Nigerians to show the military?
Well, our military personnel have been traveling outside the country. We participate in several operations with other military. We go there, we see how their citizens appreciate them. You are going, maybe you go to a mall, you want to queue up, they quickly tell you, no. You come and do what you want to do. We know what you are doing for our country. And even go to filling station, the people should be willing to say, oh, you have been doing so much. Thank you for doing this for our country. But what do we see in Nigeria? We see a situation where people look at what we are doing as like the fight of insurgency and terrorism. They look at it as a fight between the military and these people. If you check television programs, for instance, they tell you, oh, the army fight or the military fight with Boko Haram. The military don't have any fight with Boko Haram. We are doing it on behalf of the country. And so the citizens should appreciate what we are doing. That is what we are saying.
Let's talk about Let's now talk about the Boko Haram insurgency. Not quite long ago, recently, of course, the military issued a statement saying Boko Haram has now been defeated fully. But we still see Boko Haram carry out, attacks here and there, occasional attacks, hit and run attacks, suicide attacks, and all of that. Could we, in the real sense of it, say Boko Haram has indeed been fully defeated? Isn't that a contradiction?
No, I don't see any contradiction. I think we don't seem to understand this kind of fight, or we don't learn from what happened in other countries. I know that at the point, the United Kingdom were having an internal security situation, and when they say the fight has ended, have we been experiencing some bomb explosion in that country? Yes. When the United States of America fought in Afghanistan, at the time they said they have finished the war. Do we still hear a bomb going off in that country? They have been going on. So there is a military fight, and there is a place where the government can take over. The military have been doing a lot, and when we fight, we capture some places. We should look at what we have done and say, this is what we have achieved. Even though I know that the theater commander was, what he said was taken out of context. But the military cannot say to have killed everybody in the Northeast. Every Boko Haram member, the military will kill everyone. It's not true. There's going to be a time that the war should end, and the people can be brought in, and the government will say, okay, this is what we're going to do. Remember, we had a similar fight in the South with the Niger Delta militant. We didn't kill everybody there before that operation was ended. At the time, the government decided to give amnesty. So we don't, if you look at also the kind of operation, the way the insurgents, the Boko Haram operate, they operate in cells, cell of 2, 3 people. They're not wearing uniform. So if they enter into the village and detonate explosive, there is no way the military would have stopped that. And that brings another thing. What is the place of the citizen in national security? If you don't give out information, you sit down and feel that is the military. The military cannot be everywhere. There are certain things that individual will see, and they decide to report to the security agency. So if you don't do that, you cannot stop this explosive. And that does not in any way diminish, if there are explosives, it does not diminish what the military has achieved.
So what exactly is the state of the counterinsurgency campaign now?
Well, we like you have earlier asked me, we are everywhere. So we want to continue. Like in the Northeast, some of these elements that they have surrendered themselves, we are taking care of them. We train them, try to bring them back to a normal life. You've heard about Operation Safe Corridor. They're training some of these former Boko Haram members so that they can come back to normal life and function. But the fight is still on. Those who don't want to willfully surrender will still continue with the fight. So nothing has changed.
And finally, before I let you go, do you think this war on insurgency can be won, through military might alone?
Well, yes and no. I've earlier told you what the military is doing. There is a place for the government, the federal government, the state government. For instance, those that are from different states of the federation that came out and they surrender and they have gone through rehabilitation and reorientation, if they are sent back to the states, to such states, and they don't take care of them, they can relapse into something else. So that cannot be the military mind that's supposed to take care of that. But those who are refusing to surrender, yes, the military, we are capable of making sure that they do surrender. And if you watch, and as they have been analyzing the last video of one of the factions of Boko Haram, you can see that it doesn't show that they are winning the fight. So the military is capable of winning the fight.
So Nigerians can just rest assured that the military is on top of this situation and that they have a military that is capable of dealing with all of these problems.
Yes, the military is very, very capable. If you check what we have been doing in Africa and all over the world, all we need is cooperation. We need people to appreciate us and be part of the war by giving information to security agencies where necessary.
Brigadier General John Agim, Acting Director of Defense Information, thank you very much for joining us on the program, and thank you very much for making time to be with us. All right, that's it on the program. If you want to watch it again, it's simple. Just go to our website, www.tv360nigeria.com. You can see this program and lots more there. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/TV360 Nigeria. Do subscribe now to get the latest happenings in Nigeria and, of course, across the world. You can join us on Google Plus as well. It's at TV360 Nigeria. Or you can just like us on Facebook. The address is facebook.com/TV360 online. You can also follow us on Twitter. Our handle is at TV360 Nigeria. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you again next week.